Topic of this video, women cannot handle a man's experience. I want to play this video. I want to get your thoughts on it.
I want to see this. I want to see this.
This woman, she already had some kind of masculine features, like deeper voice, deeper whatever. She decided to be a man because she wanted to see how men were treated, not sex change, an experiment. She ended up killing herself after like a year and a half of this because she said she was treated so horribly by women that she couldn't even believe that this is how men live.
Men are suffering. They have different problems than women have, but they don't have it better.
And I was like, no fucking way. But I can see it. I can see that you guys don't speak up. You don't say the things that we need to hear because you want to love us. You want to support us. You want to be there for us. But you guys are supposed to be. You're supposed to be the strong one.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be these things. And yet we've been fighting to be your equal, fighting to be the alpha. And out of kindness, you guys are stepping back, but it's a losing war for both of us.
Yeah.
I can believe that. I can definitely believe that. As women, looking on from the outside in, we really kind of like always feel like men have it easy. We feel like men are dominating in the world, right? Because
You know why?
why?
You're only seeing the men that are dominating.
Yeah.
So that's why y'all feel like that.
So as a result, like because we look at men like that, we don't realize how much we can actually break down men a lot of the time because men always put on this, this facade of like being strong and whatever, because that is an expectation. It's something that you guys actually work on. You have to work on being this, hardcore person inside. It's not something that you're just innately born with. For the good of society, it's good that men be strong with all the emotions and stuff like that. I feel like it works in the bigger scheme of things.
My personal opinion, that's how it should be. Men should always be strong.
But can you not argue as well that it is quite dangerous because maybe that is what has bred a lot of abusive men as well?
Nope.
I mean, we can't deny that men are like very, very dangerous.
I just want to say that whole thing about toxic masculinity, to me, it doesn't exist because we are told not to cry. Men are told not to cry in public.
But don't you think that creates individuals that are quite dangerous to society?
People need to understand that you're getting this all wrong, right? Men are told not to cry in public.
Yeah.
We can still cry,
Okay.
but in our personal spaces.
Yeah.
And there's multiple reasons for that, but the main reason is we need to be able to control our emotions.
Yes.
Right? If a man cannot control his emotions, he's a very dangerous man.
To be honest, I feel like as women, we do want to see a man that is able to control his emotions because it's really unattractive when a man is just like constantly, soft and stuff like that.
In this day and age, they want men to be more emotionally vulnerable.
But don't you think that's only because we've become a very competitive society and everybody wants to see their competitor in a vulnerable state? That's what I'm saying. I don't think we really want that for the better of everything. But at the same time, you know how women, we do have this thing of we feel like we want to come with solutions to everything. And we probably feel like that is a solution to the problem that we have with men.
The way things have been working were good. Men had spaces where they could vent, they could talk, and let out all these emotions. We have spaces. We just don't tell them about it. Barbershop, locker rooms, pub, where you watching soccer.
Yeah.
We have these spaces where it's like.
But don't you think it created like this whole distance between man and woman?
No.
And us as women, we try to understand men a little bit more. And the only way for us to understand you is if you actually unpack yourselves to us. No. I do understand why that can be dangerous because women sometimes now we don't handle such information well. And I guess that's why men also
99% of the time it will always be used against you.
Okay.
But besides that, women will never understand the male experience. They will never. We just saw in that video, one tried, and she killed herself, right? What do you have to say about that first?
What I can say about that is that I can imagine that it is quite difficult because, like, there are things even us as women that we do on men or we impose on men that we think, oh, he'll be fine or whatever. Like the verbal abuse we sort of, give to men. I feel like women can be very verbally abusive to men. Even sometimes we don't want to admit that, but we can.
Okay, before we even get there, right? Start with the basic one.
The basic experience of him being a boy or a man.
A man in society is nothing if he doesn't bring value.
Yes.
In any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
He is nothing. Women are born at their value. You're born with your beauty.
Yeah.
It's just up to you to maintain your beauty. That's
yeah.
Right? So the nice thing is a man can build his worth.
Yeah.
But in most cases,
but if you don't, then you're
just nothing. But women, even no matter how ugly you are or how valueless you are, whatever, you always get that certain respect that you are a woman. At least someone will open the door for you. Someone will try sleep with you. Somebody will care. Somebody will want you in the crib.
Yeah, even if it's not the ones that you desire or all of that, but somebody will always be there.
If you have no value as a man, nobody. The only person that will love you, God forbid, if that person doesn't love you, is your mom at that point. Your mom is the only person that will love you if you do not have value.
What do you think was the worst thing, though, that you probably experienced as a man? What would you say?
I think the part that got to her, right, is that part there where you are not respected.
You don't just command respect and it comes to you. You have to earn it, right? Respect.
If you're born pretty, you will never understand struggle because you were born privileged.
Yeah, but they are different struggles.
No, but I'm talking about that struggle that you will never get respect.
Yeah. If you think about it, within the jungle that it is already to make it and to succeed, it probably is harder for me because your lives depend on it. Like for us, it's really a trial and error. And if you don't get it right, it's okay. You can just have a rich man, for instance.
Yes. You have a fail safe. If you fail, you have failed.
You failed.
You'll be out in the street.
You'll be out on the street.
So the world is a lot harsher to men than it is to women.
But you know what women think what it is to be a man?
Because you only see the top men.
Yeah, we go, it's just us, shoving our weight everywhere, carrying our weight everywhere, things like that.
Man, they never see the men who are out here in the mud struggling. Those men are invisible to them. So that's why you only see those top men doing whatever they want, and you're like, okay, that's all.
Even for me, like the small things like having to approach women and taking rejection from women could be something that would kill me inside. I would lie. Like, rejection is terrible.
We are not equals, right? We are not the same. But then that doesn't mean that one is better than the other, right? We all have our different struggles. Each gender has their different struggles. But men have it tough out here, and really appreciate it if women could just
go easy
on men.
I actually agree. We take for granted a lot of the time on how hard you guys also have it. And we feel like we are the biggest victims of society in many cases because women really have taken the biggest L's. We always feel like, in conclusion, I'll say, guys, let's not think that, men have it easy. Nobody has it easy. Women don't have it easy. Men don't have it easy. Let's just appreciate that we are all different. We have different struggles, right? We have different paths. We have different realities. Yeah, let us know what you think. Very, very interesting topic because we don't put ourselves in other people's shoes a lot of the time.
All right. Cool. We'll check you in the next video.
Ciao.